Hello and welcome to the next video of my LPL Summer 2022 preview. Second to last team, we have Top Esports here. Obviously the second place team out of spring, and statistics and obviously their play indicates that they're a very good team, obviously. Said obviously twice. Nevertheless, if you followed along throughout my entire series, please subscribe to the channel. I've done this for all four major regions. Well, done. I will be doing. And also going to do preview videos singularly on the minor regions, kind of project out where they may finish. Nevertheless, Top Esports finished 11-5, fifth place in the regular season. Then we'll go on to finish second in the playoffs. Academy team finished 13th at 12-10, and they lost their mid laner and AD carry to lifetime bans. So the Academy team is in shambles. They still technically don't have a bot laner. The bot laner I've listed here was the substitute support that played and got 6 CS a minute in the playoffs. So unfortunately, they lost. They used two different top laners, two different junglers this past split. Wayward came onto the scene in a big way. Very, very good player. Top was a team midway through the split that we were all like, okay, when are they going to get it going? When are they going to get it going? And then they started getting it going, and it's like, oh, well, this team's unstoppable, and they just ran the course until, they hit RNG at the end. Wayward, 4.23 KDA, a CS per minute of 8.8 roughly, and a KP around 55. So that middle ground, like we were just talking about Flandre yesterday, very high CS per minute, and a KP that's in the middle. He can do a little bit of both, whether it's split pushing or carrying the game as a team fighter. 21.8% kill share, 22.6% gold share. So he does work. His gold share is obviously high because of his CS per minute. Very, very good top laner. Played 10 different champions in 28 games. I would argue I'm really singing his praises here. I would say he probably is the top up and coming top laner. I would say in the world. Zayas, I think, has already kind of arrived, and people really are kind of overlooking Wayward because he hasn't gotten an international event yet. Wayward's coming. He's top 5 already. Zoom, he overtook Zoom for the starting role. Zoom, 8.24. KDA just under 3, 52.4% KP, slightly more of a split push type compared to Wayward. 15.2% kill share, did not get a lot of kills. 21.4% gold share, so the return on investment was not there. A lot of gold for a guy that isn't getting a lot of kills and not carrying the game for you. Split pushing, 8 out of 13 champion pool. Zoom obviously is a very, very good player. That is without a doubt. I have read rumors that LNG might have been looking at him this past offseason and might still be. Zoom might want out to get a starting spot. LNG seems like a top team that could look at him. Ale is decent to begin with. But Zoom does deserve to start somewhere. On Academy, Aspire should start somewhere next year. 8.72 CS per minute in the LDL. KDA just under 4. True Blue split pusher, though, under 50% KP. Played 10 different champions in 37 games. Maybe one-dimensional, but evidently he has the ability to win lane. And if he wins lane, maybe he wins game. I think that Aspire may, hopefully during summer, learn how to play more team-oriented champions, tanks, and things of that nature to get involved more into team fights, bring that KP up a bit, and all of a sudden you have a guy that can do it all for an LPL team. Tien, this team was totally different when Tien took over after Zhao Peng kind of struggled in the beginning of the season. This is probably the thing that this swap ignited the team and gave them an opportunity to succeed. 3.44 KDA, 537 CS per minute, around 69% KP. That's good. We have a middle ground CS per minute and a middle ground KP. 17% kill share, 18% gold share. So he isn't taking the kills, allowing Scout and Jackie Love to carry games. TM played fantastic. I can see us hecker him now in my mind when I'm talking about him. 7 out of 30 champion pool. Zhao Peng had a KDA of a whole kill less. A whole kill less, 2.48. 526. More of a team-oriented player, 74% KP. He probably deserves to start somewhere else along with Zoom. 21.6% kill share, so gets into a lot more fights, gets a lot more kills, and his gold share isn't much higher. So everybody else is allowed to get fed, and he is getting some kills. 5 out of 11 champion pool. They had 2 different junglers in Academy. Eight looks really good as well. Another very good player on the top system in their challenger team. 5.75 CS per minute, a KDA just under 3, 67% KP, 22 kill share, and 19 gold share. You'd like that champion pool to grow those 6 out of 35. In summer, hopefully he expands his horizons in that way, can improve on many different champions, and we'll see what the CS looks like in summer, at the end of summer. I imagine it won't be 5.75 anymore. It'll probably be lower. But if he can do more, similar to what Aspire has to do, I could see him starting somewhere next year or the year after, whenever his contract's up. Naruto behind him, played in 2 games. I mean, 81% KP, 14% kill share. I mean, he just kind of made things happen for the Academy team. Knight, obviously, in some circles, some people may say Knight is the best mid laner in the world. Definitely in the conversation with Chovy and Showmaker. Over a 9 CS per minute and a KP of roughly 70. He is elite. We all know Knight is elite. We talked about Scout in yesterday's video, and Knight is just a little bit better than Scout, and Knight is very, very, very good. 28% kill share, 22.6% gold share. So he's not even getting all that much gold, and he's carrying the games at times. 12 champions played in 41 games. The backup was banned. I think it was Novice. So Novice was banned. So 10NG ended up playing in his place. Not very good player yet. Obviously, last minute he only played in playoffs. So actually, I shouldn't even say he's not a good player. I mean, these are playoff stats. I won't even go over them. It's just an unfortunate situation for everybody involved, except the 2 that obviously broke the rules. Bot lane, Jackie Love. Everybody knows Jackie Love. Jackie Love, I feel like, struggled at times to split, and that's what hurt them in the early portions. There were a lot of games where I was like, Jackie Love ain't even here. Like, he's not even really playing, in my opinion. 9.16, actually not even, 9.06 CS per minute. Not very good. 428 KDA, 71% KP, so he's fighting. 31% KS, so he's killing. But the farm is not there. Played 11 champions, which is good. As far as support goes, Mark and, I'm going to say Zoo and Mark split time. Mark eventually getting the role. 428 KDA, 67.3 KP. Played 7 champions in 28 games. Zoo 2.6, 71.3, and played 7 champions in 13 games. So Mark probably wants to grow that champion pool. Then again, play a whole split, and maybe he can. Weird that his KP is lower than Jackie Love's. You'd like that to be higher. I pretty much say this in most videos that happens. I'd like my support to have more of a KP than my AD carry, because they're involving themselves and making things happen, roaming around the rift. Obviously, this was not the case, where Zoo did a little bit more. And Sarasus in support. 69% KP, 2.34, played 9 champions for their academy team. We'll see who his bot laner is next year. As far as top goes and their starters, I believe that top has a team that's, oh geez, it just bit my tongue, that's very capable of making it to Worlds. RNG, top, EDG, definitely 3 teams right now. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if, I've said this a few days ago with FPX. There is a world where FPX can, I believe, threaten to make it as a 4th seed or something. But nevertheless, looking at this, top doesn't really, if Wayward can continue to progress along the way, Tian continues to be a starter. I think this team was at its lowest with 2nd place. Jackie Love kind of took his foot off the gas in spring, in my opinion. So this team can be even better than the way they played in spring, given that they were swapping out top laners, junglers, and supports. So there's a lot of potential here to get better and make it to Worlds and be a threat for the championship. So thank you for watching this video. Comment down below, who do you think the starting 5 should be? Do you think Zoom should be able to go somewhere else, or about Zhao Peng or Zhu. Subscribe to the channel if you like daily League of Legends content. Like the video if you like it. And thanks for watching.